What if she would have been like, hey, I feel like I'm a boy. Hey, I feel like I'm a lesbian. How will we handle that?
I will disown her. She's not accepted in this family.
Hey, who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me now? It's getting rocky. I see waves, they all around in a tsunami. Bet I make it out.
What's up?
What's up?
It's me, Trino.
My name's Adam.
Today we're gonna buy two.
Okay, so this is something that I came across, and this is called Mommy, I Don't Want to Be a Boy.
Okay, so
Wanna check it out.
Okay, so the way we are, man, we literally just like, there's not really a thought. Like, if you know me, I go with the flow. It's funny because I just thought about this shit right now. I'm a type of person that obviously I just can't go with the flow in life. You know what I mean? But
It's so funny.
shut your bitch ass up. But some people think that, like, sometimes when I go say we're gonna go to a trip, you have plans. Sometimes you have to have the mentality to go on the flow because sometimes things don't go the right way. And when you're so controlling, then you're just, I don't know, I don't like things to be controlled. So my point is that I don't know why I say all this just to say this.
Weird.
But my point is that when we do reaction videos, when we're writing to videos, we literally just find something, watch list, and then we just put play, and we say, today we're gonna write to blah, blah, blah. Bitch, it's not that serious, okay? Because sometimes people want us to do, could you do your research before you react to a video? Bitch, it's called a reaction video. Like, what the fuck? You want us to do a reaction? Homework, study that. Okay, understand it. Okay, let's react. Oh, bitch, fuck you. Suck the dick from the back. Today I'm annoyed, bitch, because I did a chili oil and it ruined my blender. So now everybody's gonna get it.
And that's real life shit.
It's real life shit. Let me tell you, my chili oil came out delicious, but it fucked up my blender. Well, I fucked up the blender. Girl.
It was good though.
It was so good. It was so good, bitch. Okay, so what are we doing?
Alright, so we're gonna fucking react.
So I think this is mostly just, we don't really know. We really,
yeah.
I know you know a little bit more. I don't know nothing.
Which it just has to do with kids and just certain topics. So let's just.
And you know the topics nowadays, man, like all this gay shit, all these little gender. What? Tell me.
Let's just watch it.
I get so exhausted hearing all this shit. Like, leave the kids alone. I look so dumb.
Let's do it.
A family can be made up in many different ways.
Her voice just started knowing.
It's called SOJI, for Sexual Orientation and Gender Identification, a curriculum that teaches public school students across Canada to celebrate the homosexual lifestyle and that gender is fluid. In other words, your gender is not dependent on what parts you were born with, but rather what you feel like in the moment.
There's people that are boys, there's people that are girls. There are people whose gender might be a little bit of both or might even be neither.
Lessons include books about transgender children, such as 10,000 Dresses, and songs like The Rainbow Song.
Gender won't decide the choices we make. Some boys like dressing up, some girls like catching snakes.
That boy was like,
The SOJI curriculum started in British Columbia in 2016 and is quickly spreading throughout Canada.
I just thought, who decided that this was okay to teach our children?
Author and inspirational speaker Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson is a leading voice against the SOJI curriculum.
And we are seeing the results of that now because some kids are reacting very emotionally and saying,
it's confusing,
and they're in fear. Will I be, will I suddenly struggle with feeling like a different gender inside of my body?
Carrie Simpson of Culture Guard, another leading opponent, calls the curriculum nothing short of child abuse.
All those beautiful qualities that make young girls, beautiful girls and women, are being basically vilified. The things that make our boys boys are being, taken from them.
Like a motherfucker.
So things of equating young men to being strong protectors is something that's now evil.
But Morgan Auger, a transsexual and supporter, claims it's about acceptance, not indoctrination.
The idea is to teach kids that there are gay kids and there are trans kids and there are trans parents and gay parents in our society, and everybody's wanted and desired. After all, that's what our Human Rights Code says, and it's the role of schools to teach the following of our laws, right?
What is he
Simpson
even saying?
disagrees, saying she sees SOJI's real goal as
altering our culture from a heteronormative society into one where anything goes, no boundaries, no values, no morals. It's a hedonistic cult, basically, what they're implying.
Damn.
Another blaring example, drag queen story time. It's happening in Canada and America, where some public schools and libraries invite drag queens, some dressed like horned demons, to read to young children.
Fuck the
And
parents.
it's a social deconstructionist agenda. They're using children, little 5-year-olds, to accomplish this. And parents are waking up and saying no.
When asked about parents' rights, SOJI says,
Well, actually, in Canada, parents' rights are limited. And children's rights are put ahead. So the child has the right to be protected from the parents when the parents behave badly.
Shut the fuck up.
Canada is known as one of the most gay-friendly countries in the world, with many of their largest cities featuring their own gay villages, like here in Vancouver, which has literally rolled out the Rainbow Road. Most gays, like village resident Dave DiCarlo, support SOJI and limiting parental rights.
The change that we have to see is sometimes the parents. And the kids are doing actually really okay.
This is very scary stuff.
Very scary.
Longtime Vancouver area pastor Kevin Kavanagh says this is far more serious than most Canadian Christians realize.
Our problem is not the teachers, the educators, the administrators. This is a battle in the heavenlies.
He says Satan is going after their most vulnerable, the children.
And the little girl came home in tears because the teacher had told her, since she was playing with some toys in the class that were deemed to be masculine in nature, that she was likely a boy in a girl's body.
Are you watching
The mother
this
went
shit?
to the school the very next day, and instead of having any sort of tolerance or support or understanding, she was actually called names. She was told that she was a homophobe, that she was a bigot.
With that in mind, Tyler Thompson, Simpson, and Pastor Kevin are spreading their message across social media and in town hall meetings. The pro-gay backlash has been fierce.
And the hatred and the anger and the bullying that came against us, even though we said, we love you, we don't take from you the opportunity and the freedom to live as you choose. We love you, but we do not agree with
it's
you.
okay to
Pastor
disagree,
Kevin believes
baby.
Canadian Christians are in a 2 Chronicles 20 moment.
The word was this battle is not yours, Jehoshaphat. This battle is the Lord's.
And the church is beginning to prepare for what it takes to fight for our kids.
Okay.
The battle between an aggressive homosexual agenda and the faith community here in Canada is far from over. But many Christian leaders say it may be the issue that causes a once sleeping church to rise up and be heard.
Period.
Wendy Griffith, CBN News, Vancouver.
Is that it? What in the gay world is happening here? What is happening? Okay, as gay men, you know, a lot of people, there was a comment, because we've done videos with stuff like this, and there was a comment, I don't know, it was a long time ago, I don't even remember. It gave me a laugh, and I was like, and I went back to sleep. But they were saying that we want to be like, as gay men, Adam's who he is, and I'm who I am. I have my own story growing up. I'm a father, and I find this extremely disturbing. I always say this shit, like, you okay? This guy just burped in my face.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Don't be fucking putting me like
Disgusting?
that,
Oh my god. Again, Hispanic.
I ate your food.
It smelled good. Okay, going back to serious matter. The honest truth, like, my daughter's already 20. Our daughter's 20. But as gay men, we raise our daughter to be who she is, man. I have nieces and nephews, and sometimes I will tell my sister.
And you know what? Wait. So stop you there. So
yeah,
like
interrupted
you
me.
said,
I was about to let them have it.
We raised her to be who she is. But what if she would have been like, hey, I feel like I'm a boy. Hey, I feel like I'm a lesbian. How will we handle that?
I would disown her. She's not accepted in this family. No. Okay, the thing is, I wanted my daughter just to know that there was men that loved her. I never came out to her. I was just loving her. I respected. It's maybe a lot of gay men think that whatever it is, everybody lives. I love everybody. I respect everybody's situation. I just think as a child, I'm connected to my younger me.
Yeah.
I know how it was for me. You know, let me finish what I was gonna say about my niece and nephews. I always told my sisters, it bothered me when they will speak about my story of who I am. Like, your Uncle Trino is gay. I always told my sisters, don't say that to them, because now they see gay in me. Let them love me. Let them know who I am. I'm not kissing on Adam. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not over here making them hold a gay flag. So why are you trying to make me an example? My sisters never understood that because they were focusing on, they didn't really understand it. But my nieces and nephews will see me different. I wanted them to grow up and to be young women and men and see like, my Tio Trino, my Tio Adam were just my uncles. And I never saw them kiss. They were just my uncles.
Yeah,
that was my goal. That was my goal.
Yeah.
That was my goal. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get out because I'm trying to make a point here, you know? And I'm passionate about that because it will hurt my feelings. You know, I had a niece that one time came up to me and said, Trino, are you gay? And that was because she was probably like fucking 10. I cried to my mom. And he said, this is what your daughters are doing. Like, fuck me. Why are these kids knowing about their uncle being gay? Now they think of me loving men. Take care of your kids. You know, that was my point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so let me go back to what I'm saying when I was a young boy. When I was a little boy, man, I struggled so much. If I had this education, I would have been a hot ass mess right now. I would have to walk around. I'm a man that's comfortable with who I am, and I wear whatever I want. But I'm comfortable of the man that I am. There's nothing in me to want to be a woman. And trust me, there was a time being around amazing women around me that I felt like I wanted to be a woman. But because we're kids, our brain is so fucking confusing. So throwing this on these kids, it's like, well, a little boy, well, I like pink and I like Barbies and I like what my sister likes, so that means I'm a girl. But no, sometimes you're just influenced by that. You look up to your big sisters, or you're just a little different. But it's just like, I feel like it really disturbs that. You know, this bothers me because nobody will ever understand how I was when I was little. If you heard me when I was little, you would have thought that I was a whole trans. That's it. Cut his dick off, give him booze, blockers, all that bullshit. And look, I am now. I love who I am. I'm confident. Like, I embrace every little thing of who I am. And even though my dad was a harsh man with me, I've thanked him and I told him in his face, thank you for being who you were and how you, maybe, you know, at the end of the day, I will never be a victim. So I'm just grateful that I wouldn't want no kid to go through what I went through, but I think that you don't do this to these kids because it puts a lot of confusion. This is I don't like to talk about topics like this because I'm very, it connects to me, you know what I'm saying? It makes me feel uncomfortable because I feel like this is why a lot of kids are confused and decisions they shouldn't be making so damn fast, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
For me, I feel like school is meant to educate.
Sorry, I probably was confusing, but in my brain it made a lot of sense.
No, it makes sense to me too. But I feel like to me, school's supposed to educate. You know, like
why are they making up about sexuality?
Exactly what I'm saying. You know, and I feel like if kids get on TikTok, if kids get on YouTube, anywhere you get on, it's they're gonna see it there.
They're being raised.
There's no need to teach them that in school. You mean? To me, I feel like life's already going to teach them what they need to be taught and let them make the decision for themselves. But for you to just implant that in their fucking head, you mean? It's like you said, it's fucking confusing as fuck, you mean? Like, I don't feel like I've ever struggled with that. To me, I always just felt like I was who I was, you know? And I never really, like, categorized myself, you know? Like,
I definitely did, man. Trust me, I went through that. I literally was so intense with girl stuff.
And then, like, when I was growing up, because I'm older than you, like, I feel like I didn't even know about this stuff, so I would have never thought like maybe I'm a woman.
This would have literally been.
I never would have thought that.
I would have been a bomb.
I just felt
right
like
now.
I was different and had different feelings than other people, and like you know, like even growing up, like I felt like in school you have to kind of be this person or you're gonna be picked on. So you try to like harden your shell. You mean you try to be this person that you really are not inside.
But in reality, it's like to protecting you the environment.
Yeah, you mean so you learn to adapt to where you are, and I feel like if your place is so like just open, which is fine. I understand like kids they need a safe place. You know, never be bullied, never be this and that, be accepting. But it's like allow children to grow up and to make that decision for themselves in the future. Yeah. But don't like just shove it in their fucking brain.
See, this is the thing for me. I really believe that in the gay community, that's not my community. I'm not around it. They don't do nothing for me. it's a community that I'm Trino. My community is my family and people that love me and that I love back. That's what the fuck it is. I'm not putting myself in a fucking category like that. That's weird to me. But I definitely believe there's a lot of beautiful trans women and trans men that literally make the decision as an adults, and I respect and believe them. You know what I mean? But I'm speaking about, as a gay man, I'm speaking about how it's when you're young and you're making them overthink like that, it's gonna be too much. When you're young, you can be really stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Again, I always say this, but when you're young, if you can eat junk food every day, you would. But you don't let them because it's not good for them. It's not good. They don't have nutrition for them. They don't have. It's junk food, so you don't let them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if this is the same thing. They're young. They don't know who they are. A little girl, and a little boy are almost the same thing. Little girls don't even have boobs. The little boys have little girl voices until they get to a certain stage. They start developing and growing physically and mentally. You need to let them go through that stage. You know what I'm saying? And let them make that decision. I'm nobody to say who's wrong or right. I just think when you're dealing with little kids that young, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? You're right when you say that, because I feel like for me,
I'm always right.
For me, I feel like I couldn't understand, like, not that, like I said, I was never confused. I always felt like I was a boy, but I just felt like
you were around women again.
Different, and I was around nothing but women. I didn't have a dad
You're
around. I didn't
very
have brothers.
different.
And I feel like as I grew up, I realized really who I was, and it wasn't until I went through that stage that
and you
a
disconnected.
lot of people block, you mean? And there is a lot of confusion. Don't confuse a kid more. Life is already so confusing. Especially now, like I didn't have what kids have now. I didn't have TikTok. I didn't have this and that. You kind of feel like when I grew up, like you feel like you were alone. We didn't have all that.
I'm so glad I was alone. I'm so glad that I lean on myself, and I was my blueprint. I was my guide, even though that was really hard. And again, I love to see different type of people, different lifestyles. But when it comes to kids, it almost makes me feel uncomfortable because I know the way I was young.
How do you feel about the drag queen going to the school and reading?
To me, I love drag queens, but I definitely feel like they're not making, like, drag queens are entertainers. That's the way I see them. But if they're making them to educate, that to me makes it feel uncomfortable. I took my daughter when she was younger in a Bakersfield at the time when we went, drag queen, Bakersfield Pride was very family, They had jumpers
to the morning part.
So we went, and to me again, my daughter was a dancer, so I wasn't expressing.
We used to always try to get her to perform there because she was a dancer since she was little.
So I'm very open-minded. Again, I'm saying this because a lot of gay people will see this, and I really don't give a fuck what nobody says, because you have your opinion, I have my opinion. I love everybody, but when it's about children, I think that you should allow them. I come from a mother and a father, a male and a female, and I'm exactly who I am. I'm different. You know what I'm saying? I just think that for you to really put a lot of strong beliefs and try to make them feel like, just love on your child. Love on your child. Accept your child by love. But why would you talk about sexuality and throw, like, if you want, if you're a little boy, you can wear dresses. That's almost like feeding into that. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. I just don't understand that. I don't understand that. Like, the whole gay and trans been going on since forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're trying to make it so accepting that you shove it in their throat. Like, if you feel like this, you can do this. It's like, let them develop that and grow on their own. We get it.
Yeah, because you could have that feeling, but it's like if they're, don't don't put them down for it. Don't make them feel like outside.
Look, my story, as I love my mom, my dad, but my story, my parents struggled with me. They saw that I was gonna be gay. My family talked about it, you know what I'm saying? My mom knew. She knew. Oh, she knew. I said this, and she's like, he's gay. She will analyze me.
Even down to the way he held the broom.
Yeah, seriously, because, I was really gentle, and then you can see the frustration in my dad. You can see
riding
it.
a bike.
I was the only boy. I had four sisters and myself, so they were excited to have me and for me to carry his last name and for them to see that and for people to say your son's gonna be gay. That would just intensify for them to really try to really get that out of me. So my dad was really tough on me. He thought that no gentle on him, no love around him. He's too fragile. My mom was definitely a woman. We definitely talked, my mom and I, to the point that she will catch me playing with Barbies with my sisters. And she will be like, your name is not Trino no more. You're Maria, and I'm gonna cut your fucking pájaro. Pájaro means your dick. And I remember crying and letting her know, because my mom was somebody so special to me, and for her to be mentally fucking me up, telling me like, you're not my son no more. You're my daughter. You know, that really fucked me. I was physically, it was a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, yeah, this is going deeper.
No, as it should.
This is a little bit deep, because what I mean is like, I just think that allowing yourself, in a way, I am grateful that my parents, because I never felt like a girl. I was just, girls for me were my comfort. My sisters were my comfort. My mother was my comfort. Boys were mean to me. Men were mean to me. Men hurt me. So I didn't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? So then that's what was the confusion. But I stand here being my own type of man. I'm not my dad. I'm not any other guy. My heart is so big. I'm feminine because I like to cook, if that's feminine. You know what I'm saying? I love to do hair.
I wish you left to clean.
I love to wear a little handbag. And I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that I want to be a woman. There's nothing. I love my penis. Oh, I love my penis.
Oh, I do too.
I look at it every day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I do, man. And again, for me, it's just like, again, there's so many beautiful trans people. We can talk about this deeper. I think that it's getting too long. You know, basically what I'm trying to say as a gay man, it bothers me because I feel that this also can be abused. This can be abused because, you know, you're not really making a child make a really strong decision. When we're kids, we're really confused. You know, you shouldn't try to block nobody. Kids can be really stubborn, but you just kind of figure out a middle. A middle is the thing to be. Love on your child's like, I like Little Mermaid, so I want to wear a tail.
I like Little Mermaid.
Figure it out a way that it's not, you're not really, oh, you like Little Mermaid? That's it. We have a
You're a
gay
mermaid.
side.
You're a mermaid.
It's like, no, that's just as weird. You're overreading it. As parents, we're also growing. We're growing. I will stop growing to the day I die. I talk to my daughter. I bow down to her, and she teach me stuff. So why do we feel as parents we know everything? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're breathing, you're growing. You don't know everything. And that's something that adults also showed me. They feel like they knew everything. As a parent, I'm like, I don't know shit. My daughter's constantly teaching me stuff. We're learning what's amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? So as parents, be a better parent by knowing that your child is a part of you and your husband or wife, whatever, and just raise with love. You know what I'm saying? It's like overreading shit. Ooh, baby. See, this is why I don't like to talk about stuff like this, because it puts me in a weird position. You know what I'm saying? It puts me in a weird thing. But thank you guys so much for sharing. You have something else to say about me? Because I was about to shut this shit down.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Or you guys have
There's going to be another one after this.
Yeah, you guys have a beautiful day, man. Comment below what you guys think, man. Are you a lesbian? Are you gay? Are you trans? Are you straight? You know, you have a religion behind you that just let's chop it up. Let's agree to disagree, man, because it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. I like to be around people that don't think the way I do. I don't like when people just want to bash on me. It's like, get to know me, because I don't want you to accept everything I do. You know what I mean? Like, some people like to eat vegan if they're vegan and shit. So what? Because they're vegan, I can't talk to them? No, I don't give a fuck what you doing. If you're a cool person, I'm cool with you. I don't like when people say, oh, you're gay? Oh, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. It's like, man, have you even got to know me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk. Let's start a conversation, man. Let us know what this video does to you, because as you can tell, taking in different directions. I'm trying to pull back. I'm pulling back. It's like, you pulled back?
You let them have it.
I didn't let nobody have it. I'm expressing my feelings and what I think, and in my space, you know, I ain't hurting nobody. I'm just talking about what I think as a parent, as an uncle, as a Theo that loves children and humanity. And to me, it's just like, you know, my little boys, what's my little boys gonna do? Little nothing. All right, you guys have a beautiful day. Bye.